Hello, everybody. Me and Phoenix are back here for the part three of our Haelian all boons tier list reaction. We're picking up here with I think with with Hes with sorry I always say Hestia. It's Hera with Hera's boons.
I do that so often.
I say their names backwards all the time. All right, well, I guess we can get
Yeah.
going here.
All right, let's go.
Just a good effect, strong effect, very good effect, I'd say. I would
That's kind of an
probably
Hitch is
understatement.
choose her
phenomenal.
attack
Yeah, it's probably the second best curse, right?
over Apollo's half
Eh,
blade.
I'd agree after Blitz.
I
yeah.
don't think it's S. I don't think it's S. I think it belongs somewhere
So
after
we're
that.
like for real, right? In big 2025, putting Volcanic Strike above Sworn Strike.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
Okay, maybe there's an argument that like Sworn Flourish is better than Sworn Strike, like somewhat of an argument, like on some weapons, I guess.
I have them both
So
S
maybe
tier
he
though
puts that
in
higher.
my
For
brain, but
special, similar. I think it's like
Yeah,
pretty much
same.
the same.
Yeah, they're basically the same. Okay,
yeah,
but if they're basically the same, they're both better than Volcanic Strike.
yeah, agreed, 100%.
Like maybe it's a high fear brain. Again, he's doing this tier list. He didn't specify he's doing it for 32 fear. Like maybe in base game, Hitch is not as necessary. I guess you can say, but like Hitch is so good through the game, and like it's one thing is that it's not too great against bosses, but then like realistically, the boss I struggle most with in the underworld kind of his rival Kronos, but mostly it's skill and the sirens, and it works great in that fight.
it's
And
also
then in the overworld,
single-handedly beats
it's
Promocles, doesn't
incredible.
it? Like,
Yes, it's incredible against Promicles. With Knuckle Bones on, it does like 25% of both of their health in the first 3 seconds of the fight.
it's
And then
absurd.
after that, you're hitching basically all the way through. If you have Hereditary Bane on, the amount of damage you do in the first like 4 seconds of the fight with Knuckle Bones on is disgusting.
Want
Um,
to hear a funny glitch I found the other day accidentally? It
sure, go
doesn't
for it.
actually do anything for you. It's just funny. During
Yeah.
Babality
hmm
phase, High Surf will trigger. It hits Kronos. It
Oh,
doesn't.
that's so
It
funny.
doesn't do any damage to him because he's not really there or whatever. But it just
Yeah, obviously.
splashes him every time you get near him. It's
No,
really funny.
in, I realized that like whenever I have a revenge boon, Kronos would act like I'm trying to hit him. Like he'd make those voice lines where like he's snarkily telling you not to hit him.
Oh jeez.
Um, so they do trigger, but he just but obviously they do no damage.
Yeah.
Um, alright. But yeah, I
Very, very
definitely
good.
think the
Engagement
Sworn
now
duo should be above Volcanic
it
Strike.
does apply hitch.
Although I think
But
most of the attacks and specials on
I
this list
think
should
it
be
just
above
goes
Volcanic
hand in hand
Strike.
with
So
passive
I
Yeah.
just don't think
I
Volcanic
would
Strike should be an
advocate
S tier.
for attack or special in
I
those
think
situations.
engagement ring's super
I
good in the
agree.
You do
underworld,
much better
but
off
I don't
having
like it on the
first
I
surface.
agree
strike.
that I'd rather have the reason like engagement ring is good in a vacuum because of how good Hitch is, but I think usually you have her attack or special. Like if you're running Hera, so
Yeah.
her ring just becomes less good. But like if I'm using something else and the ring comes up, I love anything that applies Hitch. I'm down for. So I don't mind the ring.
And then
It's just
also
that her
too,
attack and special are so good that I usually have
Vanquished
them
attack or
if
special has
Hera's
a
in my
lower
pool.
percentage
That's
than
very true.
engagement ring, personally.
I guess unless
So I
she
think
shows up
engagement ring
third or
falls
something, but
pretty
Oh,
close.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up just a moment. I'm sorry, but did he
Far
just put that
down.
below? Okay,
well,
Next
he's
to
my
probably still
heart.
too low,
not
but
too far
it's at
down.
least okay, I guess.
Okay, I paused too quickly. I paused too quickly.
Yeah, let's drop it in the B's somewhere.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, that
that's
went from
fair.
F to B really quickly. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right.
This one makes me
Yeah,
mad
my
actually. This Nexus Rush here makes me kind of
oh,
Nexus
angry.
Rush, that's her dash. I mean, this is a tough one. Because you have to kind of sprint into enemies to make good use out of it.
No, you
I
don't.
guess
no.
sprint near the enemy is how we describe it. You can't just dash.
Yeah, but
It's okay.
that's.
I think it's okay. Do you think it's
I think
okay?
it's the
I think
second
it's
best
okay.
one, but
I think
I think it
it's.
still belongs in the C
I
tier
think it's
at
insanely
the end of the
good.
day.
yeah,
I
I
think
have
it's
it at
okay
like
for
high
the
A,
few
low
options. I
S.
don't really
Well,
want to
it
have to keep
clears
running
rooms on its
around
own a lot of
by
the
somewhere
time. Like
specific.
if you just run
It does.
around, like Nexus Rush plus
It also
the
scales really well.
Hermes Moon,
If you get like an
Nitro
epic,
Sprint goes crazy.
if you get an epic, it's like 240 damage or something per hit too.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, and the thing is, it's even deceptive because it's not just that much damage because it's a flying hitch, so it
Yeah,
also does hitch damage on top of it. Um, it's really good. Like I really like you're not wrong. If I'm not taking Blinding Rush, I want Nexus Rush.
yeah.
Um,
There's only two rushes that I like. I
although
out of
I
the way for,
think
but
on this list, he probably still has it second best to Blinding Rush, to be fair to him.
It's true, he does,
I don't
doesn't
see a
he?
Rush above it. He just doesn't like the rushes in general,
He just
I
doesn't
think
like
is
rushes and
what
mana
the.
regens. I guess we figured out.
Yeah, yeah. That's fair.
That's the way I'm looking at it. Born Gain. We'll put that one right
Okay,
there. Very good. That,
He
so
put it as the
so
best moon in the game.
okay, so like, is it the best gain in the game from a gain standpoint?
Yes.
Yes. Like it's one you have to think the least about while doing the most. All right. Now, in terms of like just pure mana regen, probably like fully palmed uh, flood gain is probably the best gain in the game, right? Because it's eight
Yeah.
seconds with no downtime,
I think Lucid
so
Game's
it's just
almost
always
as
on.
good as it too. So
And lucid gain is also really good, but like, okay, I agree. Born gain is probably the best of them because it's the one you have to think least about, while still doing the job 99% of the time, right? Um, but like, is it the best boon in the game? Are we for real? Because like, if you're putting it as the best boon in the game, then you believe mana spam is the best way to play the game, right? Because that's the only logical conclusion. Because you can't put Born Gain like as the best boon in the game and also recognize that only half the time do you even need that much mana.
yeah, no, I pick Glamour Game actually almost more than I pick Born Game. So
I'm not, pretty similar. I'd say like I'm not sure how I can say like more, but it's almost the same. I would say like
yeah,
I definitely don't take it like half the time. So I would like board game. I think it's not on half of my runs. I would be surprised if it's even on a quarter of my runs. So like to say like for me the best boon in the game is either one you take super often or like it's so incredibly good when you take it, and it's taken still semi-frequently, which Born Gain is. I do still think it should be an S tier. I just don't know if it's like, is it better than Heaven Strike, or like, I don't know. Is it better than Exceptional Talent? I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's a little of an overreaction, especially since for the most part he hasn't been
picking mana regens at
putting
all.
like mana regens very high at all, right? Like if Born Gain is an S, Lucid Gain is an A, Flood Gain's an A, right?
Yeah, 100.
Or
I think
arguably S alongside it, like a bit lower maybe.
I actually think
Uh,
I actually played it today. So if you get Grizzly Gain and Visceral Impact, it's actually one of the best mana regens that there is.
bro, I've been trying to push this Ares agenda so hard.
I know I disagreed with you in your video, but I actually started
Yeah,
because of your video. I started
like
playing him a little bit
because
more, and I'm
I
like,
keep I've been trying to say, right, like Grizzly Gain on its own is bad, right? Like on its own, if you're just taking Grizzly Gain, yes, it's bad, but the whole point is it's not there to be taken on its own, right? Like
no, yeah, it stacks with other stuff. Yeah,
if it not only does it combo really well with other stuff, but say you do take it on its own on a run similar to Glamour Gain, where you don't really need mana,
yeah.
but like the occasional amount of it is okay. Attack speed and move speed is nice, bro. Like like you usually get like 10-15% in a room if you
So
don't have anything else. If you just have the game, that's
coming,
pretty solid.
do you know what's really funny is coming up. He says this during his Ares thing. He goes at the end of the day, is attack and movement speed really that good? He says that.
Yeah, but it's not just attack, right? It's strike,
It's also channel.
which
It's
includes omegas.
yeah, your channel
Yeah,
speed.
it
Yeah,
includes omegas. Like that's crazy.
it's
It's global. Just it's a DPS up, right? It's a global DPS up, no matter what
like
you're doing, unless it's just casts.
I'll
But anyway,
take.
we'll get to that when we get to the Ares part. For now, we're talking about Born Gain as the best gain in the game, boon in the game. Full stop. I disagree. Especially, I also don't think it's consistent with the rest of his opinions.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, we'll move swiftly onwards.
extended family deal more damage based on how many Olympians you are, but it's only Olympian damage.
It used to be so much better before they nerfed
Uh,
it.
it's a pretty
Yeah,
solid take.
It
And
but
used to do like
Olympian
five
damage
or
still
six.
makes up for a lot of the
Olympian
damage in a run, so I don't mind it
most
still.
runs.
It
Maybe
used to
not
do
that
like
much
five or
more
six
per
percent at
game
per
memory,
level
but
at common though.
it's only Olympian damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Based
Well, it used to be
on
ridiculously good at common.
blips, things like that. Not a ton
Now
of
it's like
external damage. So
3%,
there's
I think.
sometimes where you might not want to use it if you're doing
Mm-hmm.
an axe
Which I
build
mean, like, still you're gonna end up with
only using
15%
whirlwind for the most part,
because you
but
take Hermes and you might
still
get
better than a
Dionysus
lot
and
of
yeah.
these other
Yeah,
damage increase,
15%
but would I take it more
is
often with
pretty great
Shatitude?
global damage. Like if he has
Yeah.
Shatitude in S, this should be an S
I'm
because it's
gonna
Yeah.
basically
take
giving you
D.
the same amount. Yeah, again, like
It's more
again,
consistent too.
well, no, Shatitude is global. To be fair,
That's true.
Shatitude
Yeah.
is global.
Yeah.
Extended Family is purely Olympian damage, so I guess I can see that. That's all. I did miss that part for a second. You'd usually end up with a larger percentage, but for the most part, in most runs, your attack and special or Omega attack and Omega special will be doing more than Olympian damage, unless you're running Blitz, right?
Yeah.
So if you're running Blitz, Extended Family is even better.
If you're Scorch,
But yeah,
it applies to
or
Scorch now
Scorch.
too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Blitz Scorch and Wave, but he has Wave Strike and D
Does
tiers.
it apply to hitch
Uh,
damage? I don't know if it does.
yes,
Okay.
it does.
Cool.
It applies to anything Olympian. So
Sword
it even
drop.
applies to
Sword drops.
sword drops. It applies to Athena's stuff that falls from the sky. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, righteous pikes.
The mana, yeah, the righteous spikes too.
Those
Um,
are fun.
anything Olympian just applies to.
Dying Wish, that's the one where enemies
It's just a
explode
worse
when
flash
you put
fire.
Hitch on them.
Yeah.
I can't feel it.
It's like a
I can't
conditional.
feel it.
See, he
I'm
says
not
I
putting
can't
myself in the
feel
ring
it.
yet.
Like
I
that
think it's
doesn't mean
long
it's not
enough.
happening.
Bridal Glow, similar to Sleep Star. Sometimes I
Bridal
take it,
Glow, I
and
think a
other
big
times
buff
I don't
of
want to take it.
Bridal Glow
You know what I
is
mean?
um,
I
it's
mean, it,
controllable, right? Like
it
you kind
gets
of
some
know what
fun
you're getting out of
points.
it, but also it's
It
sellable.
gets some fun
Yeah.
points. I'm not
Um,
dropping a
I like the
main.
fact that you
I'm
can
not
sell it
It
for
dropping a
money
also
main.
helps you get the
after you.
legendary, which her
Hereditary
legendary is fun
main,
too. So
enemies with Hitch take
Yes,
more
very
damage
good.
and Hitch lasts even longer. I
her
think that's
legendary,
Hereditary
pretty
Bin
good
is for me an A
but
tier boon.
not a
her
whole lot.
legendary can actually be
It's
run
one of
Again,
winning,
it's
but
just something like
okay. So like he's
or is
about
it
to
Hitch
put
deals more damage? Hitch
Headbane in
deals
D,
more
right?
damage, I believe is the actual thing.
Let me just check.
Is it actually D? It's a high D if it is.
Okay, so help me God. How is Grand Caldera an S and Headbane in D?
doesn't it add like
Like
30 or 40% to
so
your?
one, you're running Hitch infinitely more than you run Hephaestus, because Hephaestus is a very specific build. Okay?
Yeah.
One. Two, Headbane is useful like in every time you run Hitch. Like it's so good when you like I don't know, maybe I'm high and I'm overrating it. But like
No, I have it
you
as like
just like
high B low A.
the whole screen just melts together.
You know, it's amazing. I love.
I, 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 I don't know. Why is it in
I mean,
D?
I think Dying Wish is actually higher than D. It's probably C. So like, like I don't know.
Again, this is probably because we just rank Hitch higher than he does, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, it's
But he
true.
said it's a very good effect.
I mean, he
So
has
like,
both Sworn Strike and Sworn Flourish in A. So he just
yeah,
obviously
okay. So if you have both of the sworn stuff in A tier, how is Headbane in D when it's the primary thing that buffs Hitch? It's
yeah.
the only thing that buffs Hitch in this game.
Yeah,
Nothing else buffs Hitch.
I think the only thing that the only case you don't want to have it when you have Hitch is if you're playing Supe with Nexus Rush, because that just stops you from getting the 200 plus damage procs faster. But other than that, that's the only time you wouldn't take it.
Yeah, it's just I don't
It's
know.
also part of the legendary,
I'm a
right?
little
Hereditary Bane.
confused. Headbane in D is crazy.
I think it.
Like Headbane over like Flash Fry. I'm sorry, lower than Flash Fry. Headbane lower than Furnace. No, actually, I think Furnace Blast should be higher. I don't see how Furnace Blast and Grand Caldera are 3 tiers apart, but like
I'd be
I don't
fine
know.
with
I
I
feel
would be
like
fine with Furnace Blast and Hereditary Bane being somewhere near each other. I still think Hereditary Bane's better though. But
yeah, but I just think Grand Caldera should drop 3 tiers. Like,
yeah,
hell, I
exactly.
think Volcanic Strike should drop with it, but
Yeah,
that's,
Volcanic Strike's probably a
that's,
D,
Random
that's
honestly. So
question.
my
You have
opinion.
your cast down, an enemy take a little bit of damage when it spawns in. After the first two zones in the underworld,
That's half the
it does
game.
next to nothing. And if
That's
it
half the
does, it never
game.
does anything.
I know you can time it in the underworld and pop entire
I
waves
know,
with it.
like
It's
you
pretty
see us
funny.
taking like a
Yeah, and the underworld goes insane, especially in Oceanus with the fish.
Yeah, it does nothing on the
Like
surface, but
it does very little on surface, which is why I don't mind it being low. But like I
yeah.
do think Underworld it makes the early game so much easier, and a lot of the time, Underworld like your run is kind of defined by how well
Isn't that what her
your
isn't that what her
your first
cast
two zones
actually
go.
did when it first put it out in
Initially,
yeah.
initially, yeah.
speed run for like very specific instances, but it's just I think most people should not be taking this boon very
I
often.
also think it's very good with Valve boards. So there's that
The
too.
way I'm
Oh
looking
yeah,
at it.
that's actually
So
that's very true.
personally, I'd probably have it in like let's see, where would I have it? I'd have it probably. Thing is, he has such good stuff in D tier that like high surf and
Yeah, I know.
I was about to say I'd have it like in D tier above like prominence flare or whatever, but then he has high surf right there, and
I could see
I
putting
don't know
it
if I'm
in
putting
like
it.
high D, low C, right? Probably.
Uh,
It's like pretty
yeah,
usable.
yeah, I think high D, let's see. But the thing is, high D is hereditary bane, and I feel like they shouldn't be close, right? Head bane and rousing reception, whatever. It is what it
I mean,
is.
he has Solar Ring
Uncommon
in D. And I
Grace
don't think
is
that's
so
that's probably
infrequent
it
that you can
applies
take it.
days, so it's definitely
So
better than D. But
you
I don't take it that
deal
often, though. To
more
be fair.
damage, global damage, so it affects everything, and
Mm-hmm.
you have no common boons.
Yep,
It works with her infusion, right?
it
But
does.
it's so
That's the
rarely
point.
you should ever take it. Because if
No,
you don't
it
already
gives you
have her
25%
infusion, you
like
probably shouldn't
global
even consider
buff.
it,
So
honestly.
Like,
25% is a lot of damage.
yeah,
Um, but also he says it like in the same sentence he kind of like contradicts himself because like it works with her infusion, but it's so rare that you're gonna take it.
I take her infusion every time
But
it's active.
exactly, if you're running her, you're gonna take the infusion. And if you take the infusion's free. Two
Yeah,
of each, you get one of each for free because of your pickups, right?
yeah,
Your Gaia, and if you're not running Gaia, just fish once. Okay,
yeah,
like you're gonna get two of your infusions. That's really easy. Like that's pathetically easy. It's basically not even a requirement.
yeah.
So you're gonna have all your boons at rare or above, and then you just take it. And I'd even argue it's no longer just that you have to take her infusion. The introduction of Jeweled Palm has made excellence runnable.
Yeah.
And even just yesterday, I ran excellence, and I was all my boons were rare and above, basically.
Basically,
Like
you have to choose between Boatman and
you almost
Excellence, right?
always get offered something rare when you run with excellence.
Yeah.
So it's even easier to use them.
Yeah, the choice really is: do you
So
run
yeah,
Boatman or
I don't know.
Excellence? I think so.
I think like the argument with excellence over boatman just kind of depends on what the run is.
Yeah.
Um, Boatman's obviously really good, but like for certain runs, you want your stuff to be high rarity. Like for example, if you're running Flutter as your main weapon, you really want that to be a higher rarity because it just scales so much better. Um,
Also, if you're
and
playing
same
debt,
with like
if you're
certain
playing
other
debt,
stuff.
money is not worth as much either. So you probably would just want to have Excellence on instead of.
Yeah, and also if you're running Jeweled Palm, you're gonna be running Timepiece at some point, so Boatman's just feels less.
The
So.
timepiece is probably one of the best keepsakes now, right? So
Yeah, for me. I put it like really high on my tier list. It was definitely an S tier. It's just I don't remember where exactly, but it was an S tier.
I
Timepiece is
undervalued
ridiculous.
them because I did my tier list day one. So I had them all three of those things.
Oh,
I had all three of
oh,
those things
okay,
as A
yeah.
tier. I had all three of those things in A tier. I knew they were good, but I would have put two of them in S
Mm,
tier if I would have.
I think I put Jewel Palm top of
Yeah,
my thing.
I think it's very clearly number one, right? So that knuckle bones, I love knuckle bones too. So
I love Knucklebones too, but some guy in my comments was hating, bro.
what?
Some guy in my comments was hating really hard. Like wrote paragraphs about how bad Knucklebones was.
It's like
It's like damn.
it's like 10,000 damage against Typhon. Like what do you?
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of damage, bro.
What are you talking
All
about?
right, let's see fine line.
You probably
Where
should
does he
not
put
even
fine line?
consider it.
Not even
If it's
consider
even
it is
being offered.
crazy.
It'll well, that's the other
Uh,
thing. They won't offer it unless you have no commons already. So does that make it better? Since
yes,
you
objectively.
can't totally screw yourself over.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sure, put in D now then.
Oh my god, it's at least I
Zoom
think
out.
it's a B tier or
Zoom
A
out,
tier
chat.
maybe, but
All right,
yeah.
fine
Same.
line
Global
S
damage
tier,
is crazy.
amazing
he
boon.
just put
Who's
five line
up?
in
Okay,
S. I love
okay,
fine line,
okay,
but come on, man.
okay, okay,
Vega.
okay. Hold up. So, okay. Fine line is an S tier. I agree. Fine line is great.
He
Fine
has
line
it
is
as the
phenomenal.
second best boon in the game.
Okay, it's not the second best one in the game. First of all, the second one, where's Ocean Swell?
Way lower.
I need to
I
find
think he
Ocean
has
Swell real
it in
quick.
B,
Okay, it's
right?
an A tier.
Oh, he has it in
No,
A. Oh,
then he has
that's
an A tier.
that's good.
Yeah, it's over here, next to
It's not as good as
this
fine
thing.
line, so it
Okay,
makes sense.
so at least we're somewhat consistent. No, I'm just making like I'm just like checking. Okay, so he has Fine Line in S tier and Ocean Swell in A tier, so he likes mana spam, but the only mana spam that's valid is Born Game?
Yeah, I think
Hmm,
title rig's actually better. Title gain is better if you or flood gain or whatever is better if you have it palmed or
interesting.
whatever. So
I think so because the thing is with Born Gain, like I guess if you're using like for example Mirrored Thrasher, Born Gain is useless, right?
Yeah.
Or not Born Gain, sorry, Flood Gain is useless,
Yeah.
right? But like if you're doing Fine Line Ocean Swell, then Flood Gain is just fine, right? Because it only works with Omegas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think Floodgate should definitely be high on this list. But I also think Boonkin being an S tier and Fine Line is the second best boon in the game. You're making it very clear what your favorite way to play the game is. Um, right?
What's really
And
funny
like I
is
don't disagree that it's an effective way to play the game. Mana spam is good,
you.
but mana spam gets a lot worse at high fear.
The really funny
Like
part
or not
is
worse, but more balanced.
he doesn't like Momus, but he really loves Born Gate and Fine Line.
To be fair, I really like board game Fine Line, but Momus irks me.
I mean, Momus is the worst
Momus
stat
irks
aspect,
me,
but
but I'll be clear. The reason Momus irks me is because I'm a very fast-paced player. I can objectively say that Momus is good.
yeah.
It's just Momus requires patience, and I'm impatient.
People got
So
mad at me
yeah,
because I had Momus in A tier, but I'm like, the reason why you don't think it's an A tier is because you're comparing it to the other three staff aspects, which are all top five aspects.
which are all ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's actually really funny. Staff is like objectively the best weapon in the game just because of its aspects. Like they're
yeah.
so busted, all of them. They're so
Like,
good.
and I don't even care how you rate the other three as long as you have them all in the top five. Like they're all for sure
Yeah,
top five. Like
the, they're all really good.
yeah,
For me, Momus is just slightly worse with my playstyle because I'm like super fast with it. Like obviously you're more of a slow paced player because you play on 7 minute timer.
yeah.
But like the amount of times I time out with Momus in the first zone just because I don't have enough damage yet annoys me. Um,
The only way
yeah, that's the only
I'm
thing.
so dude, I had to put hell on the 9 minute timer to win 40 fear. I'm just so it's like so hell is slow until you get a bunch of boons on it. So
Yeah, hella slow.
it's really good once you get like a couple really good boons. But it's the same thing with Supe now.
Yeah, I
Supe
agree.
now you have to have
I
like
just yeah, Supe you need to ramp it up.
yeah.
But once you ramp it up, it's really good. I'm just very interested in this whole like born game fine nine is the two best in the game thing. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
I personally would have like in my opinion two best like if you're putting the top boons in the game, it's probably Heaven's Strike and Double Strike, or Heaven's Flourish and Double Strike. Just because I feel like those are the two most auto win boons in the game. Like if you have them,
yeah, I
um,
agree. Like there's not as
I
a single
think so.
the only aspect where like Blitz doesn't feel like instantaneously amazing is the axe, and it's still really good. Like it's still
Bro,
really.
I ran a.
I
I'm
saw
not sure
your
if you watched my
Thanatos run.
Thanax
Yeah,
Blitz run.
I
I
actually
think you
went.
did because I saw your
I
comment.
went and did one just to. I don't think I made a video for it. I just did a run like that because I wanted to check it out, and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty damn good.
It's ridiculous. Like the fact that the thing is, I did the math on it, right? And the whole point is, Blitz is just good on everything because of the concept of doing damage when damage is dealt. Everything deals damage. Every weapon it's built to deal damage, whether it does it slowly or quickly. The whole
Yeah.
point is they deal damage, right? And
Hmm.
so Blitz. It doesn't care if you're doing it quickly or slowly. All it cares about is you dealing damage. So it's just as long as you can apply it quick enough that it's always up, you're good. And even with the axe, which is a slow weapon, you're basically always gonna have it up. So it's just so broken. It's so unbelievably busted. I think
I
it's
don't think
like
you'd want it on
I,
Karen.
I, I
That'd be about
wouldn't
the only thing. You right?
I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe not on Karen.
But that's about the only
Maybe
thing.
not.
That's about
Maybe
the
not.
only weapon I don't think I would ever take it on. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because of the sheer amount of burst
And
on it.
Storming's
Maybe
really
not.
good on
I,
Karen.
I
So
really like Karen. For me, I love Hitch on the special.
oh yeah, I love it.
I
I like
find Hitch
Hitch
or
or
Apollo on the
Apollo.
special because it makes it easier to hit the thing, and you can get like exceptional talent and Giga Cleaver and start like doing
Honestly, Demeter's
ridiculously funny
Demeter's
stuff.
not that bad on the special either, just because like it just
Yeah,
freezes
Demeter's
everything.
not bad either because it freezes them in place. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's either you have. For me, actually, why I didn't say Demeter on the special is because I usually just take Arctic Ring.
yeah. That's
But
Arc
actually, I have started doing like flood. What's it called?
Title Ring,
The
Title Ring.
tidal ring instead on him because I like having geyser spout, so it's easier to start with Poseidon.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but yeah,
Floodgate
I
is
do
good
find
with
the board
Charon too.
game.
So
I like what's more run winning, Heaven Strike or sorry, Heaven's Flourish plus Double Strike or board game plus Fine Nine. I think it's easily Heaven's Flourish plus Double Strike.
yeah, or just like Heaven Flourish on Supe with Romantic Spark.
Yeah, like I think more runs will win with Heaven Strike than they will with Born Gain, and I think that's objectively true.
Oh, 100%.
Same with
I mean,
like over
I think
Fortnite.
Smoldering wins more than Borngane does, honestly. Like, just Big Scorch is really good too.
Yeah, I think he thinks Born Gain is more necessary than it is.
Yeah,
Like
because
there are
I
alternatives.
think there's like
Like
six.
it is not that much better than everything else. Like maybe it's because I play with Valve Hubris very often, but like it's not like it's not so much better than the next guy. You know?
Yeah, I found myself even turning one Vow of Hubris on, even when I'm using mana builds now, because it's pretty easy to get around it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to get around it. All right, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
put it up there. Every time you use an Omega move, you shoot out, a lightning
Yeah,
bolt.
he's just explaining
Pretty
what
good.
Final is.
People underrate it, I think, or people don't think hard enough about it. Combine it with
I mean,
Borgane, it is
even
so
if they don't
good.
think
So
hard enough
good.
about it, I still think Heaven Strike is better than
The
both of them.
proper uppering, that's her infusion. It's hard to activate because you need two of every
It's
element.
not hard to
How is that
activate.
hard? It's free. It's so free.
Like, even if I find when I get it, if I see it come up and I only have one of the elements, I find that I can just take it and then just I'll get one. I can just get the other one intentionally
It's
and then go
so
proc
easy
it
to get
instead.
one. Like
Yeah.
the gods are pretty diverse. Like most of them give two, some of them only give one, and then I tell
Yeah.
you why. I tell you why. Right?
Hera gives all of
He
them though.
has a lot of Demeter boons low. He's gonna have Ares boons low. This guy never has ground. Actually, no, wait. He has half really high. Never mind. Then why?
Half
What's
has a
wrong?
bunch of fire boons though too though. So
Yeah, but he's mixed, right? And
yeah.
it's very hard not to end up with a ground. I don't know that. How do you mess this up? Like it feels pretty straightforward. Okay, so hear me out, right? Say you're taking a proper upbringing, right? That
Yeah.
means you already have Hera, who gives water, ground, right?
Yeah.
It's water ground. Okay, so you probably have water and ground, right? Because you're gonna get one from digging and one from fishing. So you have those two of each. So now what's left is wind and fire. Okay, which is actually super easy because Hermes you have on every run and he gives wind and fire. GG, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for
What do we
sure.
do?
Unless your build is like Demeter, Hef, Ares, like I don't know, it's still easy.
Bro, you could be running what's it called, Zeus Aphrodite Hephaestus, and still be able to like you can get a water like just like you can get a water or a ground boon from somewhere. Like you
Yeah,
have
just go
five
fishing.
god slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that tough. I don't think. I don't think it's hard at all.
Uncommon. Yeah, it's just too infrequent it becomes useful. So I think it's kind of down here.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
Honestly,
Okay.
I have that as like an A
Trade-off.
tier. I'm
Alright.
sorry, but
And even then, it might not affect boons you care
It's
about.
so
It mostly affects
good.
Hermes boons, if anything, right?
And Hermes boons are
Altogether,
really good
just her
with rarity.
legendary, it's
mm,
good, right? You get what is it?
Part of what
Four
makes Zac
boons
card
against
so
one of the
good is
base
that you
limit.
can rarefy Hermes boons. Like Hasty Retreat when you rarefy to 1.5% per boon
The fun
yeah,
factor
or
is
goes
like yeah, or
there.
insane.
Nitro Boost or Success
Or
Rate.
like
Again,
hard
the
target
fun factor is
or success
very
rate.
high
Yeah.
on
Most of
altogether.
his boons,
I
honestly.
think we'll
Okay,
see it
altogether
here.
is really good.
All
I
right,
agree.
we're on to Aries. Oh,
Even Stutter Step,
oh,
if you buff it
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
is really good.
All
Aries
right,
Stutter Step. So it's
he's
all
about to
about
talk
boons, right? It's
crazy
all
shit about
about
my boy.
wounds, I guess. And how good is wounds? Oh boy.
Okay, so
I think
I talked about the math
the only
on
thing you can hack,
wounds
because
in the
the ability
comments of my
itself is
video
so
because I didn't have
good.
enough time to actually talk about wounds
So
in my
I
video.
don't think it's as bad as
But the whole
Death.
point of wounds is like, or Ares is attack and special. Like, I don't disagree that maybe they could have given him more percentage damage. But the whole
Yeah.
point of Ares is he's like a middle ground between flat damage and percentage. So he gives himself both, right?
Yeah.
So like, if Ares had 90% damage, he'd be a little too strong because he has also 50 power. To give base power and percentage, that's why Ares is like ridiculously strong on like Medea or the Artemis weapon, the base one, Mel Blades.
Yeah.
Because if you have bonus percentage damage, he has a lot of flat. So the more percentage damage you stack with an Ares run, the more you notice just how much damage he does. And I actually like the fact that it's basically like a middle ground between Hef and an Afro, right? Because Hef has a longer wait time than Wounds, which is 3 seconds, and he has a lower percentage damage than Afro. So it's like a middle ground. But what's great about like Wound staying is unlike half. Obviously, he has the wound, so he applies origination, but it stays for 3 seconds. So you actually keep origination up. It's not like Zeus, where as soon as you take Blitz down, it's gone.
Yeah.
Um, right? And you have to reapply it. It stays there, right, for 3 seconds. So one, it's a better origination applier, but two, the whole people arguing that he should have higher percentage. If he had higher percentage, it would be too strong because you can't add base damage and percentage damage. Like doing both is kind of disgusting. Also, the vow of wards interaction, you don't use the wound on vow of wards. It only applies once the ward is gone. So it has a positive interaction with
Oh
that.
wow, I didn't know that.
Uh, so yeah, like if anyone thinks like that once you use it, you have to like wait for the downtime on wards. No, you don't. As soon as the ward goes, you can apply a wound. So just like to make that clear. Um, and yeah, I find wounds to be like the nice thing about wounds is they work for room clear because they do a lot of damage to small enemies, so they die. But it also works on bosses because it's a lot of damage. So like,
Yeah.
and for me, the number one good thing about wounds, right? But this guy hates slip and he doesn't like king tide, so he probably won't agree with this. But wounds enable the best, in my opinion, right? One of the best support. Like if you really like double strike, Grievous Blow is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Grievous
basically.
Blow is heinous, bro. Grievous Blow is disgusting.
I know it's really good. Like when you
It's
especially
so good,
if you're on like Thanax with his attack and you're just spinning, like you get
bro.
so many grievous blow procs. It's crazy.
So much damage. And the thing is, 10x, I usually take, I usually take it on the special, and I have like Afro on the attack, and then I just like it's actually just disgusting because you get the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the amount of times I take Ares special attack just to get Grievous Blow, it's innumerable. And like people watched my Medea video and were like, "Oh, but Medea is always broken," which is fair. But I had 250,000 damage on the attack. You think that's and I had Ares on the attack. You think that's because of Medea? No, my friend. All right, you don't get 250,000 damage on the attack from Medea. All right. Usually, if you're running Medea, you look at your damage list, and what's the top of it? Blitz. Okay, that
Dude, I
right?
did three hundred and
Um,
thirty thousand splash damage yesterday with meld coat.
that that's elite. But yeah, 250,000 damage on the attack. I tell you why it was 250,000 damage on the attack. It's because I had grievous blow, wounds, and mutual destruction.
Oh, that's awesome.
But anyway, that's my Ares rant because I'm an Ares stan and I love the guy. And I genuinely think people just
Only
don't
because
like
you guys
doing the
like
math on how
wrestling
good
and
he
you
is
agreed with the
and kind of
category.
just take it at face value
So
that he
I,
has lower
think
percentage.
I wish this if
I think
sword drop
I
stuff
think like
gave a
Ares's attacks bring
curse.
down
Oh
your
my god, he
percentages
would.
too
I think he would
low,
actually just go
and the
to being one of the
cooldown
best
If he
gods.
puts
But
Grievous Blow below Grand Caldera, I'm actually losing my whole mind.
it has its
I'm,
uses. And
I'm
Grievous
gonna
Blow
lose my
is
he
entire
just
mind.
dropped his attack into
kind of
special in D tier.
basically the same thing in a
I
sense.
think his special's better than the attack personally because I
Now,
think it's more smashable.
now then,
Yeah,
Um,
it's
sword
really
ring.
really good with
but
knives on the special. It's
I'm
so
gonna
good.
call it an
but the thing
exceptionally
is,
bad
I
aspect.
can't argue that like for me, Wave Strike is better than Vicious Strike, like
Yeah,
personally.
yeah,
Um, but I also think both should be higher. But I think Wave Strike should be in like A or S tier. Like it's one of the best like pure attacks in the game. Um, but like, so me saying, oh, Vicious Strike should be in at least C or B. Well, Wave Strike is in D, but again, like I don't know how we're ranking. To be honest, it feels a bit weird. Like seeing Volcanic Strike in S and Wave and Vicious Strike in D is is triggering a trauma response. I don't know. I don't see it.
it's just not. I mean, he just doesn't do
It
math. I
is.
don't.
Honestly, like it's quite bad. Even when
Okay,
you do
so Sword
agree,
Ring is better than Elven Ring.
it's not very
Oh,
good.
Easily. Okay, so again, Sword Ring is not one of the better rings in the game. I agree. But it objectively is better than Elven Ring, my tongue, Anvil Ring, because it has duos, right?
yeah,
It
and
has
also
two
it
duos
has
that
the
make it
highest
better.
base damage of any cast too, as far
It
as
does have
just
higher base damage as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's just easily better than
I'm
Anvil
looking at
Ring.
these boons and like, yep, I'd take that before Sword Ring. I'd take that before Sword Ring.
I mean, if that was the logic we've been using, Grand Caldera is not an S because I take literally everything down to C before it. Like I,
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, bro. Like I take that before Sword Ring. I mean, I take. Well, where is it? I take. Where is the? I take Snow Queen before Born Game, but
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. It's just like I don't know if that's the logic anymore. Cause
Okay, but
like,
I mean, I
Well, you
pick
get to
Quick
lose
Buck
those advantages,
more often than I pick Born
but
Games.
you
I don't
don't get
know.
to lose turn. You
Like,
have to get sword
bro,
rage.
air
That's
quality is still the second
it's
worst
too
boon in
much
the
of an
game.
investment. It's not good.
yeah,
Stabbing rush, similar thing,
I mean, Stabbing Rush.
Okay,
possibly
so
worse.
here's a quote unquote hot take. Air quality is the second worst boon in the game. Born gain is the best boon in the game. I think I've taken air quality more than I've taken born gain.
I'm pretty sure I have as well.
Am I a bad player or is that just weird? Like right? I'm pretty sure I've taken air quality more than born gain.
You just don't
It's
need.
just because
You
Zeus is
just
the
don't
best
need
god
to
in the game, so I always have him on.
You just don't need to regenerate a ton of mana on more than 20 to 30% of your runs. I mean, like,
Yeah, and even when you do need to regenerate a ton of mana, there's more options than just born gain.
yeah, like I,
Whereas nothing can replicate the insane damage spike that is air quality when you have certain boons. Um, so yeah, I think air quality was a massive mistake, uh,
yeah. For
like
some reason, he
oversight.
just doesn't like it. He still. I think he maybe he still.
Again, I think it's a high fear thing. I think the higher fear you play consistently, like consistently playing high fear, would just like start turning habits on.
Yeah,
That's why, even though I think me and you, if we made these independently, like we'd have pretty different opinions on certain things. I think overall the vibe would still be more similar. That's why we've been agreeing more than disagreeing on this tier list, despite not discussing this beforehand or like
yeah,
having notes or anything. Right?
yeah. The only
This
thing
is
we
my
really
first time watching the
disagreed.
video.
There's actually been a couple things we really disagreed on. I think like yeah, we,
Yeah, we disagree on certain things, but for the most part, our vibe is pretty similar.
yeah,
And I think that's just because we play on a similar fear level. Whereas I think maybe he's not so much considering that aspect. But yeah, I think having sword ring.
No, it doesn't slot into builds easily.
So it
thing
doesn't
is,
slot into builds easily. That's fair, but like, does I'm gonna keep using the Grand Caldera example. Okay, throw Grand Caldera in the trash. But like, put that aside. All right, does Geyser Spout fit into builds easily?
like almost
It's an A
none.
tier.
Yeah,
All right, like Weed Killer is a good boon. Like, I'm not saying Weed Killer is bad, but Weed Killer only works on Omega Tech runs, right?
yeah,
Uh, I, I, I don't know. Again, I
The
think
only way
Sword Ring is not one of the
Grizzly
better
Gauge
cast boons in
is
the
if
game.
you're
I'd put most of the casts
playing
above it, but it's easily better than Elven Ring
Boons,
because it has duos.
is
Stabbing
not
Rush is the same thing. It's easily better than. Okay, he does have it over Smithy Rush, but it's also easily better than Thunder Rush. Although Thunder Rush does have double strike, but Stabbing Rush one has a much better base damage,
yeah.
and it has a bit of an AOE about it, and also it has two duos, two very good duos, I might add. So I think
is
both of
really
those are
underrated. Grizzly
underrated
Gauge
in my
actually have a.
opinion.
I actually feel like Grizzly Gauge is not as bad as I probably would have rated it like
Oh, thank
2 weeks
God.
ago.
Okay,
I
so
think
he,
Grizzly Gauge is actually not too bad nowadays. I'm gonna proclaim out here. I will
thank God.
proclaim it. Do I think it's better than Tranquil Gain? I would rather
Yes.
deal with Grizzly Gain than Tranquil Gain. I will give it that much.
Okay,
Because I
that's
think 50
fair.
magic per plasma.
W take.
It depends on the weapon, depends on the build. How often are you striking the enemies? Do you have any on hit effects as well? You know, are you spending a lot
I
of
do
mana on
think he
Grizzly
looks
Gauge?
at
You know, depends.
the gains purely from a mana
And
perspective, which is
Meat
probably why he
Grinder,
has Born Gain so high.
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
the issue comes down to Meat
Like,
Grinder. You
how much mana you need versus how much mana it regens is an argument I don't think that's really being considered, right? Which is why Born Gain is so high. Because like, yes, Born Gain has the highest upside in terms of like the most mana regen for the lowest resource cost. But do you need mana like that on every run? No.
Yeah, like
deal
yeah,
damage.
yeah. It's kind
Sorry,
of silly.
Sorry, what the hell did I just do? I clicked a button.
You're
My
all
bad.
good.
Okay.
you spawn a Beyblade when you use
Meat
the
grinder.
You just say you spotted
It's basically the
Beyblade.
same as
after the fact, and it doesn't make them
it's
big
basically the
or
same as
anything
Spawn
like
Flare.
that.
Yeah, it is
The
just
damage just
it just
isn't
quickly
great.
does 10
You
damage a
don't use
second
a mega
or 10
cast
damage a
often.
click.
I think it's bad. I'm gonna go
It,
ahead
it,
and
it
call
is
it
cool.
bad. You don't want
With
it.
actually, when you have
If you
Meat
don't
Grinder
want it,
and
you don't
Prominence
need
Flare,
it.
it looks
Bad.
really
It's
cool.
pretty.
Yeah, I'd put it right next to Prominence Fair. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
Like, it does pretty much the same damage, if not, it's comparable. And I mean, the difference between them is like Prominence Flare slash
they both have
Apollo
bad
can
duo
lead into
boons.
Glorious Disaster, and Meat Grinder can lead into um, the
But yeah, whatever that thing's
what's it
called.
called? the something climate, the one that duos with Demeter gives you 100% extra damage on Omega casts, but they trigger
Just
around you, right?
they stick to your body or whatever.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, 100% extra damage is really good though.
no, that is pretty sweet. It's like if it
Yeah,
didn't require three
yeah,
different
it's
tiers of
going
stuff, it'd be really
pretty
good.
far down the
Yeah, I agree.
list here at this point.
He just put highly flammable lower than meat
Sure,
grinder,
whatever.
but whatever.
Profuse,
It's
please.
just really funny to see Meat Grinder and F and Geyser Spout and A. Now I know Geyser Spout is better. Don't get me
But it's
wrong,
not like infinitely
but to
better.
be like 4 tiers apart and they have the same use condition
Well,
is just
yeah.
interesting.
Oh,
Profuse
so
bleeding.
bad. Oh, so bad.
Is it
If we get
that
one of those,
horrendous,
they
bro?
respawn
No,
plasma, but
it's
the
not.
percentage
It's
is unusually low. And
like
the thing
visceral
with
impact's
plasma
definitely the
is
best
that
one, but
it's just not
It
great.
is. No,
Usually,
no, no. I agree.
it's
Visceral
very
impact is better. Freeze
inconsistent.
blood is freeze bleeding is not
Rarely
good. I
especially
agree, but
any
the
good.
visceral impact is definitely better. I think I got them confused for a second.
For and what weapons
But
do
yeah.
not.
I mean
And
it's
this is such a
fine. Like
bad
if you're
way
doing
to
blood
spawn
drops, you probably still
plasma,
take
and you
it, but
do want to spawn plasma.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's a notch above
Oh,
average.
finally something's worse than air
Grievous
quality.
blow. There you go. A little bit of redemption for Ares there. Honestly, chance to deal double damage when enemies have wounds on them. It brings it back. I don't think it's A because it requires you to use his
Good
A
lord.
special, right? So I don't think it's fair to put it in A. Sorry.
I, then how is Grand Caldera an S? Are you for real? Like for real, telling me that Grand Caldera plus Vicious Strike is sorry plus Volcanic Strike is more damage than uh Ares. Like if you have Ares on your no, because here's the thing, right? Grand Caldera to do damage requires Volcanic Strike or Volcanic Flourish to be the primary damage source, right? You
yeah.
have to be spamming it for Grand Caldera to be really good. Grievous Blow doesn't require that. Grievous Blow requires you to throw in an attack or a special every 3 seconds, and you have a permanent plus 15 or something percent chance to deal double damage.
Yeah, it's absurd. It's so good. It's
So
one of the
so
best.
when he says you have to use the attack or the special to use it, and that's why it's bad, and because he has them so low, right? You don't have to use them like it doesn't. If you don't really like them and you don't want to use them primarily, you don't have to. They can be your secondary. You know, they can be whatever you're using least. You can throw one in every 3 seconds and have a permanent 10% chance to double your damage. I, I feel like if there was a boon that said, like, if imagine Hermes gave you a boon that was like, if you use your special once every 3 seconds, you have a permanent 10% chance to crit.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I. That's basically what Grievous Blow is.
Yeah. No, I love putting it on like if I'm playing a I like I like to take like I like taking Rapid Thrasher or Mirrored Thrasher on the staff, and I like getting
That's
the
fair.
I love getting uh um sorry the Ares special, and then just getting Grievous Blow.
Special, yeah.
Yeah, it's super good. You just poke them. You just like dash
I
poke.
very
Attack
often
attack.
take yeah, exactly. I actually really like the I very often take it on the staff special. I think it's really good on there. I think it's also like really good on Medea on either side. I think it's really good on the torch. Sorry, the daggers suffer from damage issues, and I
Yeah,
think stacking a bunch of damage on them through something like Grievous Blow is a really good way of doing it. It's really good on the special on the what's it called, the daggers. Like it's really good on the special.
yeah,
Because of how often, like you're not usually going to be spamming specials or the omega specials on your uh, daggers, and like occasionally you're throwing them out, and it's basically perfect for that. And getting grievous blow so that you can buff both your attack and special damage, like I don't know, man. And it's global. It's anything that is wounded can double. So blitz doubles. The fine line doubles since he has that in S. All right, Grand Caldera can double, by the way. All right, like
I want to see that.
everything doubles.
I've actually I don't think I've ever gotten a double big explosion from Hef off of a Grievous Blow. I don't think I've ever tried to do that. That'd be fun.
That's probably because very rarely are you running Hef and like Hef attack Ares special or
Yeah,
something
that'd
like
be a
that.
weird
That
combo. For
feels like
the
a bit of a strange combo. Yeah. Anyway, enough of
Yes,
my
I should say.
passionate
Because
ranting about Ares.
if you do have his attacker special,
I take
then
what's
you
funny
want
is
to have it.
I take visceral impact. I'll just take that as a one-off, even if I'm not going to
Okay,
kill
he put it
drops.
low S. I still can't believe Grand Caldera is being
That
above
you can get the
Grievous
most
Blow.
plasma
That's
damage
just,
out
it's
of it.
throwing me off.
Or vicious strike for that.
Bro.
Yeah, there's actually Grizzly Gain again could be okay, but again, you don't want plasma.
Why don't you want
I
plasma
love.
though? What's wrong with plasma? Like, so he said attack speed is not great, right? But like channel, you have fine line attacks and you can't appreciate channel speed. Exceptional talent is right there. Like, that adds 30 extra mana into your charging time. Maybe a little bit of channel speed will go a long way, bro. You have Blinding Rush as the fifth best boon in the game. You can appreciate some movement speed, surely. Like,
It's the kind of dissonant.
Belongs in F, but I'll guess I'll
I
give it
don't
a
know.
high F or something like that. You know
High
what I mean?
F.
I guess.
okay.
That's what
Mutual
you get.
Destruction's
Sometimes
also
you get hit
really, really good.
from an enemy.
Mutual Destruction is a boon that follows the concept of the more, like, the more you need it, the better it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, or I don't know how to phrase it, but basically, it's not great when you don't need it, and it's amazing when you do. And that's the perfect kind of boon or item or whatever in any game, right? It's the ones that when you need it most, they are the most effective, right? The lower your HP, the more damage you're doing. So like people are like, oh, but when you're at max HP, it does 1%. Yeah, if you're at max HP and you beat the run, then that's good. And if you're at low HP and it helps you beat the run, then that's good, right? That's the whole point.
That's why Blood Spree is good too.
So that's why
it gives you health
I
when
really
you're
like
really
it.
low.
Hmm?
So that's why Blood Spree is good
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
I love Blood Spree, bro. I'm not sure if you watched one of my recent runs, but it saved my ass. It was so
It
good.
saved me against Promocles a couple
Mutual Destruction,
weeks ago.
you have a chance to
The Promocles is always the fight that saves me
How
on.
much health you have missing. Pretty solid take for a
Yeah, they don't hit really hard either. They kind of hit for smaller amounts too, so it makes sense. Whereas like Typhons hits you for 40 or 80 depending, so
would be the case.
it's not going to save
But
you
I
there.
would
But
usually rather take G blow, assuming it's active, right?
So for me, Mutual Destruction. Okay, so
you don't need wounds for mutual destruction to work.
you don't need wounds for
Yeah.
Mutual Destruction to work. Mutual
Yeah.
Destruction just works in. I don't know how it's not S. It's just global damage that's better the more you need it. Like it's better than Shameless Attitude.
And I
No?
love stacking.
Like Shameless
HP,
Attitude
so
always
it's
has
really good for
10%.
me.
Shameless Attitude always has 10%, which is fair. But Mutual Destruction reaches 10% at a decent rate. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it reaches it pretty soon, pretty quickly.
If you,
And it combos with success rate and stuff. Like for me, I was about to say it's definitely better than Gran Caldera, but like I'll just ignore the fact that Gran Caldera is an S. It's definitely better than Shameless Attitude in my opinion,
yeah, definitely, 100%.
from a percentage damage
I've
perspective.
had mutual destruction at 100% many times.
Like, how is it worse than Sweet Surrender? Isn't Sweet Surrender the one that you do more damage if they're weak?
Yeah, it's like 18% normally. I think it's like
So that's conditional.
yeah.
Whereas mutual destruction is just like, okay, the more damage you've taken, not you've taken, but like the worse your HP is, the more damage you deal. I don't know. I guess I'm just doing it a bit mathematical, but for me, also it when you have both mutual destruction and grievous blow, eventually you're at like a 30 to 40% chance to just deal double damage at all times, which is so good,
It's busted. Yeah.
so insanely good. It's so nuts.
The higher in the fear you get, the less good it kind of becomes.
Oh, now we're talking about high fear. It took.
This is the first
It
time
took
you've
44
mentioned-
minutes.
the first time he's mentioned high fear the entire run. Go, Gadget.
Because the enemies are going to hit harder for a variety
My
of
poor
reasons.
Snow Queen languishing in
Why?
C tier.
Battle of Pain.
Same thing with Static
That
Shock. It's
Blood
like,
Spree,
what
really,
is
if
it?
you're
there?
just trying to win a run, Blood Spree is commonly a good defensive boon to have.
It's very good, yeah.
Enemies start to hit too hard though, and the 40 health thing is kind of not enough eventually.
That's
So,
fair.
I
It,
think
it requires
really
one of the faster
Chakras
weapons
B-Boy,
once you get to.
It was so good on
somewhere
Hell.
in
certain
the
point.
thing, right? Cut above.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's really bad. So
It's also good on
that
spinning,
does put a
yeah, with
sword
that.
See, that makes sense.
Okay, did he just say cut above was bad?
Yeah, I take it all the time. Yeah. He
Bro, I
decides-
take it all the damn time. It's so good on torches. It's insanely good on Supe, which is a torch aspect, obviously. It's like insanely good on Supe. Like, it's heinously good on Supe. It's one of my favorite things to take on Supe. But yeah, it's insanely good on torches. It's really good on Axe, because
on
on Axe,
bonus.
anyway, you want Ares for Grievous Blow and stuff. But yeah, it's really good on Axe because of the spin stuff. Um, it's really good on what is it called? Possessory stuff.
Yeah.
It's it's good on staff if you're doing omegas, like the omega special spam with what is it called, Anubis. But usually on staff, like you don't use much mana on the staff aspects from my memory, so probably not that. Um, but no, I find it like really easy to just. I really am confused how you can have Fine Line at S, Ocean Swell at A, and say Cut Above is not that good.
Cut above does more damage than Ocean Swell does. So
Also, both of them have duos. Cut Above has two different duos that buff it,
really good duos too.
and it scales really well with palms.
Yeah, like almost infinitely scales.
Uh,
Like just like
On
yeah,
boons, basically. It's not a curse though. Your omegas also cost cost 5 more magic. I think it's really bad. Again, if
really
you get
bad.
your duos, like with Sword Ring or Stabbing Rush, it becomes okay, but only at that distance. It
Okay,
takes too long to proc.
I don't know,
That's kind
bro.
of the big problem I have
I
with it.
I don't know about
Cut
this
above
one.
takes too long to proc. It doesn't need to be instant, but it's too long, and I don't like it. I don't like it
he
at
just
all.
doesn't like
You're
it.
gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna follow your
That's
rhythm down
crazy.
here with Sword Ring.
Rallying
Rallying
cry.
Okay,
Cry.
so it takes too long to proc. He has a glowing coal at sorry, not glowing coal. Where controlled burn at B,
Yeah.
which half the time misses.
Like probably more than half the time if you're not up in people's faces. Yeah. If you're like at any
Yeah, it's
distance,
like,
it just whiffs.
and I like controlled burn. I'm just saying, like, when it's good, it's good. Cut above is on pretty much anyone that's spending mana, which he seems to like because he has Born Gain and Fine Line as the two best boons in the game. Cut above is a phenomenal addition. Again, I don't know. I feel like this is just Ares hate, bro.
Glove requires the
I mean,
Why are we
control
hating Ares?
like every single
and
run
Oh
he does,
god.
he
and
talks about how bad
damage,
Ares is, pretty
plus damage
much.
to things like Blitz
Yeah.
and Splash, Heft Blast as well.
I do think he.
I feel like at some point you say it enough times that you
You
like
can't
gaslight
stop
yourself into
procking.
I
believing it.
think that they when they buffed him recently, they actually helped him quite a bit. They increased
Yeah, I
the.
agree. I think
They made sword drop do a lot
I
more
definitely.
damage. They made
Mhm.
they,
Yeah, so it drops to. I definitely agree that like he was weak, like he was a little underpowered. But the recent buffs really just put him, in my opinion, on a very similar level to the rest of the gods. It's just like you need to pick and choose when to use him. But for the most part, like his boons are great.
yeah, sure. You probably don't take him on like Momus or something where you're just going to be doing like really slow omegas, but like that you're going to use him a lot on a lot of things. So
Yeah, I agree. Rallying cry is obviously very
Basically,
specific.
need
Eight is a lot. You
into
usually never activate it, but when you do, 50% of enemy damage
right?
is insane.
Rallying Cry.
oh no,
I
it's, yeah,
mean,
it's so good.
if you get that bad
If you can
boy
get that to
popping,
proc and
it's
you're
gonna be good. I'm gonna
I mean,
say.
obviously, if you can get
I
that to
think it
proc with
belongs
Hef,
in
that's one
S
of the times where
somewhere
it's
up
really
there.
good.
Okay, so he says if you get it popping, it's really good, and that's why it's an S.
But, but yeah, air
Why is
quality
air
at F.
quality an F?
He's hurting my brain really hard. I think I'm. Oh my god, it's so
Yeah,
absurd.
you require like air quality has a lower requirement with a pretty much the same upside. Obviously, rallying cry is more general, whereas air quality is more a bit specific to the run.
You build around it more so, I
Um,
guess. But
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like
Right? If you
rallying
can get
cry
it to
over
go,
rallying
then
cry
it,
and
it
S,
is
and
worth it.
when you get it to go, it is
With
worth it. Yeah,
legendary
fair
for
enough.
Ares, you automatically pull in all your plasma.
Yeah, but he's a plasma
That's
hater, so.
that's the way he says the dumb thing here.
uh, this is kind of a tough one, right? Because I was making fun of plasma. Weirdly, the sword drop stuff was all wound up below the plasma. This is the worst
How
legendary.
is the
Weirdly,
question?
okay, hold on.
How is it the worst legend? It's not worse than Fire Away, bro. It's not even close to like. It's so good,
No, I think
bro. Do
it's.
you know how much easier that Typhon fight is when you're moving at 100% speed and firing attacks 100% faster? Like, do you know how easy it is to get to 100% once you have this legendary? Like, it's almost like basically guaranteed at some point. Like, you're at the very least gonna get to 50
Oh,
pretty
I was
quickly.
going to ask you about this. So this guy, I won't say his name because I don't want to call anyone out in our video. But he just goes
Yeah,
to
that's
like
fair.
he goes to like every. I saw him under Haelian's comments, and I actually,
Hmm.
as he you see comes in mine all the time. He just goes into everyone's thing and then tells them they're building stuff wrong and that they should just be getting Apollo legendary like every run. He says that to people. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like playing Jewel Palm. I don't get to choose what legendaries I get. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I think the sanguinary savior hate is forced. Like strike speed at 50%, like say 50%. Say you don't get to 100, which is very rare, by the way. Like most of the time, you're getting to 100 in the boss rooms. If
Yeah,
you're in small rooms, you're usually getting to 40 pretty quickly. All right. Um, it because not only does it pick them all up, it doubles their effectiveness.
yeah. You
So you
get
only
to
need to pick up half the number, and like you build it so quickly, and it's so good. Strike speed.
and if also
Strike speed is
if you have
all
Harris Duo
everything.
Boon, you're
Hmm.
starting off at 20%.
Yeah, if you have Harris doing when you're starting off 20%, which is great. But like if you have heinous up front, you collect them so much faster.
Oh my god, yeah. With
Um,
visceral impact, it's ridiculous.
yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, it's just I think he's underrating what strike speed is. Like he says attack speed like it's this small thing, but like that's DPS, right? Damage per second. You if you're hitting twice as fast, you're doing twice as
What?
much damage, right?
And if you have
Like,
things like crit, it's actually more.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
And Omega Channel is really good. Like, what's it called? The metallic droplet, or right?
yeah.
20% channel speed for 300 seconds, and it's a really good keepsake.
I
This
take it all the
is
time.
this is 50% to 100% on Typhon. Right? On Typhon, you're basically getting to 100 guaranteed, right?
I think you can get to
But
100
like,
even without the sanguinary saver if you have this visceral impact and stuff. I've gotten to
yeah, I
100
agree.
without it.
I agree. See, you're at 100%. Movement speed, strike speed, omega channel speed, like the fight becomes infinitely easier. You know how much easier it is to dodge that head slam attack when you're
You,
moving twice as
you don't even
fast?
have to dash. You can just run out of the way.
Exactly, you just run. It's almost slower to dash, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Um, I don't know. I think the plasma hate is a bit forced. I'm not gonna lie.
It's probably okay.
I think I think before they fixed the pickup radius, it was a
give you
lot
that
worse,
much.
but they fixed that
Also,
stuff.
Grievous
I think
Blow
it gets a fun piece, but
is a
again, the
Pyrrhic.
issue kind of comes
So is
down
Mutual
to
Destruction.
the
Yeah,
Like, it's not
usefulness
like you have to take bad stuff to get it.
of attack and special
and they
speed.
fixed it so you don't have to take the attacker special
Also,
anymore. You can
you
take
wind up
like you can take the
stuck with
cast and then
100%
mutual
move
destruction
speed.
and then blood
That's
spray or
often
whatever,
not
and you get
good,
there.
honestly. You don't
Yeah.
want that much move speed. Mel
You
gets
still need to have a
angry,
blood
and
thing.
it
Never
might be
mind. You
tougher to
visceral
line
impact.
yourself
Sorry, yeah.
up
You can
into
take like
specific
mutual
positions, you know?
destruction,
It's
visceral
rather not
impact, and
good
like the
for the most part to
cast, and
get
you'll
that
get there.
move
In all fairness to him, his point about Mel being a bit hard to control when she's super fast is fair.
That is fair. Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes they can get
but
ridiculous.
also the synergy with Bloodspree is really good,
Oh yeah.
as you said. Like attacking twice as fast when you're healing too. When you get below 40, it's basically like unless you get to, which is very fair. Typhon can hit for over 40, right? But like you're basically never gonna die unless you get one tapped, because you just hit so fast and you're healing one or two with every hit. Um, yeah, and
speed.
mutual destruction as well.
It does have a fun factor, I'll give it that much. But I think it's just not a very good legendary.
Me when I
I
see
know I
Sanguinary
build
Savior
one
below
before
Furnace
we get
Blast.
it, but it's mostly for funniness
I mean,
than it
I
is
think he has
for
it below
I
a lot
want
of
to make
stuff.
this
That's
build
How is it
good.
worse than
There's some
Fire
builds
Away?
where getting a lot of plasma is very useful, honestly.
I
There's too many
yeah.
How?
builds that
Plentiful
Bro,
Forge is
strike
hard,
speed
dude.
is
He has Plentiful
universal.
Forge
There
ability.
isn't a weapon in this game. Okay, other than Cersei and Charon. Oh, actually, no. Charon fucking loves channel speed.
Oh
Other
yeah.
than Cersei, what what weapon is there like Anna? I don't want to hit faster.
I mean,
I'm
there's
good.
nothing wrong with attacking with Cersei faster either. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt it, but I'm saying like,
Yeah.
and hell, moving faster with Cersei is actually really good. But like, I'm trying to think. He's saying it's there's too few runs where it's good. What run is it not good in? What run do you not want to channel and hit faster? Am I tripping? Can someone in the comments please correct me? It does it does its strike includes channel speed.
Yeah, it
Um,
definitely does.
yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, you
He's
got Hermes
this is,
boost
I'm
here.
being rage
What was
baited.
at the end? Are you proud?
We're down to the
Nimble
Hermes
your
boons.
attack and special speed is a little bit higher. Yeah, I
Nimble
think
Limbs
Nimble
is
Limb
it's
is not that
pretty
great.
it's just
pretty
too low
often, but maybe it's
percentages.
not F tier. I know. I was
Yeah,
just making
exactly.
fun of
I'm
attack and
fine with
watch
it being
speed and
D.
how
There's just a
consistent it is, but at
10%
least
base level
here
or whatever.
you're not. It's just one boon you're investing in, and half the time Hermes isn't really giving you something that you're super interested in. Otherwise, you know what I mean?
Okay, so Nimble Limbs is a D, right?
Yeah.
Visceral Impact is an F.
Which Visceral Impact is usually going to be give you way
So
more than that.
Visceral Impact is easily getting to 20 in most rooms,
Also giving you move
and that
speed.
is attack, special, omega attack, omega special, and move speed. Sigh.
It's not the worst. Racing thoughts
I'm
just
not
really
sure
good.
about that one,
Attack
Chief.
speed is faster. 15% of common. I take this way more often than Nimble
Racing
Limbs.
Thoughts
You
is
probably should too
phenomenal.
if you're using
Oh,
any
that's
amount of
amazing.
omegas. Some
But
of them are
again, look at
pretty
how much he
phenomenal,
hypes up the
but
15%
probably
from
belongs in
Racing
D.
Thoughts, right?
And it's easily that Visceral Impact easily gives that to
Look at
you.
where Sanguinary Savior is, bro. Look.
Yeah.
An A,
So
honestly.
upset.
Winner Circle, your cast
Racing Thoughts is an A.
if your cast
Visceral
goes back
Impact
to
is an
A,
F.
diminishes for
It's
10%.
crying.
So there's a
I
lot
take
of builds
Visceral
where you don't
Impact
want
like
Winner Circle or you don't
every
need
time I see
Winner
it almost.
Circle,
So
but
Yeah, but Sanguinary
this
Savior is.
activate's actually some fun
Even if you don't
builds.
like Visceral
This
Impact,
has a
Sanguinary
fun
Savior is right there.
factor
Racing Thoughts is
multiplier
an
going
A.
on for it. Because I
Winter
swear,
Cycle is
one
cool.
boon from Hermes practically activates a whole new build archetype where you start manually casting your Omega cast. You don't need Aspect of Charon. You don't even necessarily need Aspect of Circe. But this also combos with things like Glowing Coal. It combos with Lightning Lance.
yep.
There's some casts it's not very good with, you know what I mean? Or rather, it's not. It doesn't make the cast worse usually.
It's
but
worse on
it
Charon.
doesn't actually help
That's
the
the
cast, you
one.
know?
Yeah,
That's
you
the one
don't.
run I don't like it on.
Because you can't hit. You can't hit your. You can't actually use it.
Omega
Yeah,
cast
exactly.
things. I think it gets a fun factor boost. Is it? Am I really gonna put it in A? I'm gonna put it in A.
Winter Circle over
I
Snow
take it
Queen
pretty
is
often.
questionable.
You
But
get a
okay.
little bit of move
Yeah.
speed. No, I don't think I do take it very often in a casual fun run or something like that. Nitro Boost, you get a little bit of move speed and a.
I do agree though that it does allow a
Regular
very different
run,
style of gameplay,
regular
which
only.
I guess you can.
That's really
Kinda
cool.
whatever.
Yeah, it just like opens
Bump-
up a
Kinda
bump
different
it
way
up
to play
more.
the
right
game.
next to Nimble Limbs, honestly.
Yeah.
Stutter
He
Step,
just
Nitro
put Nitro
Boost
Boost
in
in
D?
D.
D? Do we just like taking damage? Is that the idea?
I'm pretty
Like,
sure.
okay, so wait. So Trusty Shield is an S though. Okay, so Trusty Shield is an S, Blinding Rush is an S, and then the one that like and then, but Nitro Boost is in D.
And that's what he's doing right now. Is he's looking up at Trusty Shield like, look at you up there.
cast is reduced up to 35%, I believe.
Oh wait, he didn't even like
Reduced up to
discuss.
you were sprinting only.
The barriers.
It's kind of whatever.
It's kind of
It's
whatever.
right next to Nimble Limbs, honestly.
What?
Stutter Step, you're at the cooldown of your dash.
All right. No, I don't. I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
I don't know. Do you all?
Stutter Step for me requires some rarity.
It's a little bit
to be,
like, really good,
I'm not
but,
gonna take it at common.
significantly, I think. Not significant.
It's not bad.
Hasty retreat. You get some dodge per boon in your inventory. It's a simple boon. You get a good effect.
It's very
from it.
good. I like
You
his
should
theory.
probably consider taking it half the time. It's up here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's up here
Mm.
somewhere.
I agree.
Hard target. Enemy projectiles move slower.
I love Hard Target.
Me too.
Weirdly, I'd probably rate it above Stutter Step for the average casual run, honestly, because I think it'll help a little bit more than that half the time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like Hard. Although it's fair ranking it over Hard Target. It's not fair putting it in C. For me, it's an A tier boon.
Yeah, I think so.
I love Hard Target. I love Hard Target.
Especially if you struggle with getting hit, I think it's one of the best things you can possibly take.
Bro, my least favorite fight in the game is Skilla, and Hard Target makes Skilla so much more bearable. Obviously, Skilla rivals. Skilla, the base fight is a joke,
Yeah,
but
all
like,
you have to do is just run, stand there, and pile them up, and kill
also
them.
that like final phase against Typhon where the screen is literally just like everything.
Yeah.
There's the stuff that's coming out of the ground.
Look at
There's the
this-
weird projectile that's just flying across the screen. There's the
spinny
eye
voice.
bite thing that he throws at you, and then like what's it called, the what's his name, the uh Kronos is off to the side also throwing project like lambasting you with his thing, which also counts as a projectile, by the way. He slows that down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
um
His orbitals count as projectiles
yeah, so, like-
too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So all of that stuff slows down a bit, which makes it easier to process. So yeah,
Yeah.
for me, Hard Target is much higher than
It's
that.
such an ADD fight.
Run.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually but just better better than half of these. Is that weird? It could just be because Hermes boons are kind of very hit or miss.
All right, so quick buck. Let's see where it goes compared to.
I think quick buck is kind of worth it. Somewhere up there in
Okay.
the high A's, honestly. Yeah. Let's have a
So
look.
quick buck
Team
is in
Quick
high
Buck
A.
has
Where's
more
the
damage.
Poseidon version?
He has the Poseidon version, which is better, way down in.
Buried treasures in D.
Yeah.
All right, good to see it.
For each enemy you
Love to see
kill,
it. You love
but
to see
then
it.
starts to diminish over time is the best way I can describe it. I don't
I'm
know.
not the biggest fan of mean streak personally. I think like in isolation it's not a bad idea, but like compared to the other Hermes boons, it feels bad.
Yeah, it's just I never take it.
Is it
hardly
really
ever.
worthy of F? For some reason, I feel like it is.
I don't think
For
it's
some reason, I
F,
feel
but
like
it's,
it is. That would
it's
be-
fine, I guess.
You can respawn a reward in a shop, and you get a small discount, very small.
Travel deal.
Travel
I
deal
think-
is phenomenal.
The fact that you
Yeah,
get to
especially with
re-roll
timepiece.
or
Absolutely
refresh
phenomenal.
with one item in the shop, it's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Honestly, a very big deal. I think.
It's you know how exploitable like you know how much I love this thing. Hermes shrines
Oh yeah.
are like so good with this thing. Like you can get extra boons, you can get extra max HP, sometimes as well, and it's
Sometimes you're just
and
looking for
with the
mana
addition of
because your-
timepiece,
Yeah.
it's usable even with double debt, even with double debt. Um,
Yeah, because you
It's
just
so good.
you can just buy like the armor for 20 gold and then sell it for
Mhm.
the timepiece. Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's better than half these other ones. I think it's better than Quick Buck half the time.
I
It does
agree. It's
depend on
better
a
than
few
quick
things,
book
but yeah.
most of the time.
Success rate, higher percent.
Success rate for me is an S tier.
chance
Oh, yeah.
effects,
There's almost no.
There's
run
too
where it's
much
not
percent
good. It's so
chance
good with
stance
froth
stuff.
too.
the S's, honestly.
Yeah, it's good with Froth, good with Double Strike, good with Grievous Blow, good with Mutual Destruction. Good with
Yeah.
it doesn't work on dodge obviously,
Works with
but
crit
like
though. So.
it's just so good. It works on crit chance too. Yeah, that's
Did you see
crazy.
the run where Boded
It's
got
actually insane.
a heroic success rate, and he got a heroic Artemis your hex.
Yeah, I remember that one.
He was
Yeah,
doing like 20,000 damage with lunar ray per time. He was putting.
yeah, that was not so much damage.
It's just ridiculous.
Depends. You're only going to get it offered if you have a percent chance thing already
Mm-hmm.
on yourself. But when you do get it offered, it's probably better than most of the other Hermes boons. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
It's probably better than most of the other Hermes boons. It does depend on a few things. Like if you have some crit chance from Artemis. It's
I
gonna
finally
be
took
good,
paid dude
you know what I
once.
mean?
Just paid dues just because I
However,
needed it
if
for
you
my
have eight of any one
achievement
element,
thing.
you
So.
deal
Sorry,
I finally have taken paid dues just because I needed it for my achievement thing.
pay dues is so bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Money's good, bro. You need money. Like I can see the argument of like you don't get that much from spending money on like a boon right before Typhon sometimes, right?
Yeah.
If you're not still digging for legendary and stuff. But like if am I really gonna take paid due? Like usually you're not taking Hermes right before Typhon. You're taking him pretty early in the run, right? Hermes is offered quite early.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna take paid dues
I mean, yeah, the Hermes boon that you
over
get before
travel
Typhon
deal.
also
I'm not
costs
taking paid
500
dues over
gold, so-
success rate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's ridiculous. Tall order is good if you can get it to
5%
go,
more
but
damage, I think, from
Tall
everything.
order's great, and I think it's more gettable
Again, so you have to treat it like rallying
than
cry,
it seems
assume
a lot of
that
the
you
time.
have it, because 25% more global damage is very good.
Global damage is
Usually
crazy.
Hard to meet, much like rallying cry. But I guess if I gave rallying cry S,
Ah, we love consistent logic.
I'm halfway ignoring it.
Me-
You know, 'cause it depends, right? Paid dues gets the Hermes legendary. You take
It's-
less damage. but
yeah,
you
it's
spend money
bad.
to do so, basically, right?
For me, this is the worst
Spend
legendary in the
money to
game.
do so.
yeah,
It's incredibly
I
rare
think it's
for
not
you.
even
Your
close.
Hermes has a negative chance
Mhm.
on rarity. That's why you often see only common Hermes boons. You're less likely to
Mhm.
see higher rarity Hermes boons in general, which means it's even harder to see as legendary.
I want to
only get
preface
it from
everything we've
second
said with like I
Hermes
love
boon you
Haelian's
pick
stream
up.
and his
Well,
channel.
you only
We're
need
just like reacting to this particular thing. So
Yeah, it's just a matter of opinion. Obviously, I said earlier I was introduced to the game by him. I love his videos. I watch a lot of them, so it's just a different perspective.
And yeah, I don't think you need any particular Hermes boon, but it just needs to be the second Hermes boon. The thing is, it's kind of costly. You need a lot of money, right? You need a lot of money. But I think even when it does appear, I don't take it very often. and I think it's kind of anti-fun also.
It is
has
anti-fun.
it has a fun demultiplier, if that makes sense, right? Because
Hmm.
if you do take it too early to run, it sucks up your money. You don't get to spend money at the shops. That's not fun. Doesn't that suck? It's fine if it's in the last shop, I guess, but you probably don't have a ton of money.
Yeah,
Or
basically what
when
we
you
said.
do, it's like
Yeah.
you kind of want to buy the other things in the shop, probably. So I think it loses out even to Sanguinary Savior. However, the effect is powerful
Wow.
if you have the gold for it.
He
My
put it
thoughts.
above Sanguinary
Finally.
Savior, didn't he? No, he
There you
didn't.
go.
No, he put it below. He
My
put it
all
below.
Okay,
out.
He
good.
said that he loses out. I will say, paid dues above Hereditary Bane hurts my soul, but like me when he paid dues is a tier above Wave Strike, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So
No, I
told
love Haelian, but like yeah,
I
some of
told
these six
I
are
told
kind
you
of
this was gonna break your brain a little
outrageous.
bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very interesting.
uh,
All right, this was a really fun experience, really fun time. I really
yeah,
like discussing this with you.
we'll have to do a shorter
Um,
video next time.
yeah, for sure.
All right.
I'm gonna go take a nap because I woke up early for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, true.
All right, man.
All right. See ya.
Uh,
Thank you for having me.
later, outro this. If
Mhm.
anyone wants to, I'll go ahead and I'll link his channel below this. It's Phoenix. I will, as always, if you want to like, comment, or subscribe below the video to support the channel, that'd be great. I hope everybody has a great day.